What's up, guys? TJ O'Connor here with TJ O'Connor Fitness. I'm a human performance specialist, and I'm coming at you about a cardio program and when or what type of cardio is best to do. I thought this topic would be a good topic because I'm prepping for the 2018 Amateur Olympia, and a lot of people, you know, with the clients that I train and myself are always asking, like, what type of cardio, which one, when to implement it, how often should I do it, and so on. And I think it's all individualistic, but my opinion is, I think, my daughter won't stop bothering me right now. I think it's actually whatever cardio you're not doing, and I'm not even talking about specific cardio to like on the treadmill or running, you know, elliptical, steady state, interval training. I'm more talking about what type of activity are you doing throughout the day normally, and then how do you counteract that activity so your body isn't getting used to doing the same old thing. And the easiest description of this, in my opinion, would be a golfer. Okay, so if you look at golfers, they're probably taking 25,000 steps every time that they play around. Would you quit it? God.
With you.
No, every single time that they play around, they're doing about 25,000 steps. You can sit with me for a second. And that is just me ballparking it because, you know, if you got a 7,000 yard course, it's going to be a lot of steps that they're taking. Now, they're doing that 4, 5, 6 times a week. And a lot of these guys, you know, they do that without any problem at all. Fatigue, very, very minimum. Their body has adapted to that type of cardio. But a lot of these guys are overweight. You know, they're carrying guts. They're definitely not ripped in any way. And few of them carry some muscle and stay leaner. And why is that? Because they're doing other facets of activity, other facets of performance training that allow their body to add a little bit more muscle and a slightly different stimulus that helps them stay leaner. And the guys that aren't doing that tend to have a little softer look and not have as lower body fat percentage. So it's really easy to say, like, if you're doing the same thing over and over, you're not going to get the best results. So, in my opinion, whether you're bodybuilding or you're working on sports performance, but you're looking to get the best human performance out of yourself with the leanest physique, you need to be doing the style of training that you're not doing. So, the way I incorporate that is I throw out, you know, I'm not married to any particular style of cardio. I like doing steady state cardio by walking my dog, not sitting on a treadmill for 45 minutes straight. I like doing interval training by getting outside and either doing some type of sprint training, or when I'm in the gym, I'll do a circuit with explosive movements instead of high weight or a ton of reps. I do explosive movements like box jumping or push-ups with explosiveness, but not at like maximal rep range or maximal intensity to the muscles. I'll do like an incline push-up with an explosiveness off the bench, so I'm not putting all the stress on my muscles because I'm training those very hard in my resistance training. On top of that, I like to do like the Airdyne bike. I like to do abs involved in a lot of my cardio, and stuff in that fashion, because I like to mix it up. And you're not going to burn away all your muscle, you know, just by doing different types of cardio. Instead, you stimulate the body to utilize more energy expenditure, which in turn, if your diet is correct, will come from fat. Now, if your metabolism is so damn screwed up that you're only eating, you know, 50 grams of carbs a day and you're not trying to go ketogenic, well, then you might have to stick with something like steady state cardio to not burn away muscle because you haven't trained your metabolism well enough to actually be able to stimulate fat burning without eating away all your muscle fiber. But assuming all that is good, to burn body fat consistently and increase your metabolic burn throughout the day by adding increases in cardio, you should be doing different styles of cardio so your body actually has to adapt physically in some way. I've noticed that to be the best way to get the fastest and most effective results. And then it's also the most efficient way to keep your mind involved into the move. If you're on the treadmill just banging out hours and hours of walking, it's probably going to be pretty damn boring. It's going to be pretty hard for you to stay focused on doing that consistently. If you have an injury, however, maybe that could be some of the best ways to do your cardio. Swimming is a fantastic way to do your cardio. I throw that in too. I forgot to mention that. I like to swim about once or twice a week, and I'll change how I swim for the cardio based on what I train. So if I train lower body, I'll use my upper body a little bit more and my core stability a little bit more and less leg involvement to not take away from the hypertrophy effect of my legs. And if I trained upper body, I might try and kick my legs a little bit harder and do a stroke that doesn't involve my arms as much. So anyway, I hope that helps guys with what kind of cardio you implement to your training and how that'll affect fat burning and your body's ability to adapt to that activity to increase your ability to have the best aesthetic look with the best human performance. Follow me at TJ O'Connor and subscribe to my channel for more on what I'm doing to prep for the 2018 Amateur Olympia and how to increase your human performance. Talk to you guys soon.